Franklin Saint didn't wake up one day wanting to be a kingpin. He didn't dream of blood on his hands or enemies at every corner. Franklin Saint wanted control. He wanted security. He wanted a way out. And like many great rises in history, it all began quietly. Franklin grew up in South Central Los Angeles, raised by a mother who believed deeply in education, discipline, and doing things the right way. Sissy Saint taught her son to speak clearly, to think critically, and to never let anyone mistake him for less than intelligent. Franklin listened. He learned. And he excelled. But intelligence doesn't erase environment. Outside his home was a neighborhood suffocating under poverty, racism, and neglect. Opportunities were scarce. Futures were limited. And Franklin, despite all his potential, could see the walls closing in. So when opportunity came knocking, Franklin didn't hesitate. He came into the game with his eyes open. Came into this shit with my eyes open, and they still are. Franklin started small. Marijuana. Local sales. No violence. No recklessness. Just math. Supply. Demand. Profit. He treated the streets like a classroom, studying every move, every mistake, every player. While others chased fast money, Franklin played the long game. And then came the moment that changed everything. The introduction of crack cocaine. With the help of Teddy McDonald and the CIA pipeline, Franklin suddenly had access to a product that could transform neighborhoods overnight, and not for the better. But Franklin didn't see destruction. He saw infrastructure. Distribution. Power. He built his empire the only way he knew how. Brick by brick. Built this shit, brick by brick, and I be damned if I let you tear it down just cause you don't like the way another and I talk. Franklin wasn't loud. He wasn't flashy. He didn't lead with fear. He led with precision. Every corner sold. Every dollar counted. Every move calculated. And as his operation expanded, so did his confidence. But power demands sacrifice. Franklin's relationships began to strain under the weight of success. Friends became soldiers. Family became liabilities. Trust turned into currency, and once spent, it never came back. Leon, his closest friend, watched Franklin change. What started as ambition slowly hardened into obsession. Franklin stopped asking for loyalty. He expected it. And when loyalty cracked, Franklin responded the only way the streets respect. With consequences. Y'all go out on your own. Fine. But don't for 1 second fuck around with what I gotta do to get mine, cause I promise you there's nothing I'm not prepared to do. This was the moment Franklin Saint crossed a line he could never uncross. Violence stopped being a last resort. It became a tool. Franklin learned that fear moves faster than respect. And once people feared him, the empire grew faster than ever. Money stacked higher. Territory expanded. Enemies multiplied. And Franklin believed he was untouchable. But empires don't collapse overnight. They rot from the inside. Franklin's relationship with his mother, Sissy, deteriorated as she watched her son transform into something she no longer recognized. The values she instilled were buried under paranoia and greed. Franklin stopped listening. He stopped trusting. He stopped believing anyone could see the bigger picture the way he could. Even love wasn't safe. His relationship with Melody, once innocent and hopeful, became another casualty of the life Franklin chose. Addiction, loss, and heartbreak followed wherever the money went. And still, Franklin pushed forward. Because stopping meant facing what he'd become. As the years passed, the weight of leadership crushed what remained of Franklin's humanity. Every decision isolated him further. Every victory came with a cost. Allies died. Friends turned. Enemies closed in. And when the money started slipping through his fingers, Franklin lost the one thing that had always grounded him: control. Paranoia consumed him. He stopped playing chess and started reacting. The careful strategist became a desperate man trying to hold on to a kingdom already crumbling. And when everything began to fall apart, when the money disappeared, when Teddy betrayed him, when the empire slipped beyond repair, Franklin revealed his final truth. If not, keep your heads down, keep your mouths shut, and let me get us out of this like I did everything else. But this time, he couldn't. Franklin had built everything on power, money, and fear, but never on peace. And when those pillars collapsed, there was nothing left underneath. No empire. No allies. No future. Just a man haunted by the choices he made. The streets that once feared him no longer respected him. The family he tried to protect was gone. The wealth he sacrificed everything for vanished like it was never real. And Franklin Saint, the brilliant kid with limitless potential, was left behind. Not dead. But broken. In the end, Franklin didn't lose because he wasn't smart enough. He lost because he believed he was smarter than everyone else. He built an empire brick by brick. And watched it crumble the same way. Because in the world of Snowfall, the coldest truth is this. The game always takes more than it gives. And freedom bought with blood is never truly freedom at all.